a lot of Malaysians opted for black leather. They opted for black, even though they know white is prettier, but they opted for black for fear of the white seats would get dirty over time, and the outcome of white seats getting dirty would be the fact that they no longer look that good. So for fear of not looking that good in the future, most Malaysians opted to not look good now. Car wash after morning drive. Yeah. It looks clean, but actually it's not. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, it's always nice to come here. Look at this. Yo. Look at this. Look at the stuff that they do. Next level, bro. This is next level, bro. That's my bro. Oh, bro in office. Oh, he's not there. Oh, this S-Class paint looks nice. Unique color. That's really nice. And look at this 8 Series. The green on this 8 Series is just so beautiful. Yup, it's a full restoration as well. And look at that. Oh, these rubber seals look so tasty. New rubber seals. So tasty. And look at this R34. This paint is just amazing, bro. Amazing. Oh, look at that Z4 payment. So damn nice. Let me go say hi. And there's a beautiful RS6. Look at this. Bright red RS6. C43. That's a lovely Maranello, a Velar. Oh, hello there. Little Fiat. What's in here? 996 turbo. Lovely. M3. Oh, that's crazy. Hello. 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 You got uniform now. Wow. Oh, 你要躲起来嘛? In most car wash, right, when your car is done, you're very happy. But every time I come here, when my car is done, right, I don't actually feel happy because that means I cannot Google at these amazing stuffs anymore. I need to leave till another day. I can bring you guys here again to just, oh, look at how magnificent it looks, even though there are dust and all that. Just beautiful. Yeah. Signing off. Good afternoon. Okay, it's 2 p.m. now, and I'm gonna go and meet up with Con. Okay, and my brother Con is bringing his 5 Series, the blue one, right? The second E39 that he bought. So yeah, he's someone who has 2 E39s, and he's heading to get someone to assess his leather seats, and then to see what design he likes or what they can do. We're heading to DK Leather, so I'm curious. I would like to know more, explore more. It's not that I'm itchy or whatnot. I mean, I mean, the seats look great. This Napa leather is fantastic. It's nice, but it's a bit too dark inside here. I'm someone who prefers seats that are brighter in color, like my 6 Series, you know. Like cream leather is just so nice, and I love white leather. My sofa at home is white. Yes, white, you get dirt, it gets dirty over time, but they look so good, just like my Thierry. A lot of Malaysians opted for black leather. They opted for black, even though they know white is prettier, but they opted for black for fear of the white seats would get dirty over time, and the outcome of white seats getting dirty would be the fact that they no longer look that good. So for fear of not looking that good in the future, most Malaysians opted to not look good now. That's a weird logic in my opinion, or it is an equation that not many Malaysians actually thought through. An interesting story, how much Con loves the E39, let me tell you this. His second E39, it cost him, I don't know, 23,000 or thereabouts, or was it 18? Yeah, it's 18, 19, and I distinctly remembered this conversation that I had with him. I was like, bro, you already have a E39. And the second E39 costs, yes, not a lot, it's 18,000. But after you got the car, 18,000, you're probably going to do something with it. Maybe change the tires, or change the rims, or maybe you respray it, or whatnot. Let's just say from you buying it to your daily using it kind of condition, the total outlay might go around 25, right? So at that point of time, the F10 M5 was at its lowest price point, you know. They were around 180,000 back then. There were a few units going for 180. In fact, I know someone who got one off another owner for 150, solely because that owner went to a dealer and the dealer offered 150, and the guy said 150 for you and then you sell it at 200? No, I'm going to sell it 150 to a personal friend. So at that point of time, the F10 was around that range. And I was like, bro, let's do a deal. You know, let's do a deal. Since you're gonna outlay 20 over 1,000, and that is the perfect down payment for the F10 M5, right? The F10 M5, and why don't you probably sell off the S-Max, since you have two cars, you know, and blah 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 blah, and you only have two kids, you know, the M5 is big enough. In fact, his S-Max, most of the time the third row was folded, right? So I made him an offer. I was like, why don't you do this? You put your down payment into the M5, and then we sell your S-Max, and you free up the installments. I think the installments are more or less there. Any difference, let's say the difference is 500 or 800, the company will pay for it, for the difference, all right? And for the road tax, 8,000 ringgit, the company will pay for it. How's that for a deal? You know? And then he was like, nah, I prefer E39. Which is true, because his true love is not, he loved an M5, but his true love is not the F10 M5. It's not the E60 M5. It's actually the E39 M5, or the new G30 base, I don't know what code they gave it, G90 or G80, I don't know. I mean, I tell you, the whole G90, G80 different code for M casting, right? It's just to satisfy the fanboys, you know. The fanboys is like, hey, you're wrong. It's not F30, it's F81, 82, 80 or whatnot. We don't care. Old school people like us, old school car guy like us, that generation is called the E39. We will call the M5 E39. That M3 belonged to the F30 generation, we will call it the F30 M3. We don't care. All right. Yeah. So that's the funny thing, and he didn't take my offer, and I'm serious. He didn't take my offer for it. He went with the E39. Maybe Con was thinking like, okay, maybe sometime later in the future. I mean, I leave it up to him. All right. Or maybe he's thinking that what if he went for an F10 M5 and then he stumbled upon his true love, an E39 M5, he would have given up the opportunity for another car that he likes but not love, but that would have taken up the spot for him to pursue the one he loved, which I experienced that also, because when I first got my S4 Avant, even though I loved that car later on, my true love was the B5 RS4. And right after I bought my S4 Avant for 240,000, a friend of mine offered me his RS4 B5 for 150,000. But that time I already gotten the S4 Avant, which in retrospect is not too bad of a thing, because the S4 Avant is way more reliable than a B5 RS4, way more easy to run or maintain, you know, compared to a B5 RS4. And the B5 RS4 would be sort of a return to a car that I once had, because I had the B5 A4 and the interior is exactly the same. It's just as cramped. The interior is just as cramped. Yeah, it almost would feel like I bought an old car again, you know. Anyway, so yeah, maybe that's Con's decision. And I'm not sure if I should say it here, but we have some interesting developments, something really, really exciting, and I'm so happy for Con. And he might announce it, I'll let him announce it. But the gist of it is that, see, the idea with Aurizon is this: anyone who joins Aurizon, all right, you join my team. You see, I'll re-explain this whole thing. I'm someone who's like this. I do not want my friends, my colleagues, to serve me forever loyally and all that. I do not want that, because I want to see people grow. I like to grow people, train people, and empower them and give them the tools to go out there and fight, right? So what I have learned over the years, I will always teach my colleagues, my staffs, or for that matter. And the reason I want them to have their own channel, and then I spend the resources to basically give them a pay, but then they have to use my pay and use the company's hours to grow their own channel, their own YouTube channel, their own social media or whatnot. I give them that, and all the earnings from their own channel and all that is theirs. They get to keep their own channel. In fact, I told them, anyone who joins me, right, they are not allowed to use our company email to create their own YouTube account, because they will fall into a situation whereby the ownership thing. So I wanted them to use their own personal email to create their own personal YouTube account when they work for me. And then over the years, I will try and grow them, pull them up, teach them whatever I could. And within the company, I will look at their character and put them in charge of different things for them to grow. Like, for instance, back then, we wanted to do our Evo Club branded t-shirts, merchandise and all that. I put Bing in charge of that, all right? Because I can see that's her interest. And she's in charge of that. She go and look for suppliers and all that. Find her. I give her ideas. You know, come up with boxes. I got her to call up Jobby Nut Butter. Right? That, hey, where do you get your boxes and all that? Those are nice. You know, well, how much are the printing and whatnot? All these, she's in charge of that. And then for Con, he was in charge of Evo Club Car Wash, where you know, of course, we work together, but he's the main person in charge of that sub project, right? And to learn the inner doings and all that, because Con is not a very artistic person. He's not someone good in doing branding. You know, he's a very straightforward guy. You know, he do things by the procedure and all that. Very proper, very honest kind of person, and it's perfect for him. So, and of course, true enough, when Bing learned all that, and of course, you know, pass the brand, drop the top to her, and then she can run it as her own business, her own merchandise and all that. By all means, we wish her luck, right? And Con is only 2 years younger than I do, so it's also time for him to actually ponder. And it's good, I can see him grow over the years, you know, not just from an editorial person, but learn the little things about business, you know, how to set up a company, what's a secretary firm, you know, auditing and all that. I teach them all this and I empower them. So by the day when they feel they are ready, they can step out. And then when they step out, if they need resources from Aurizon, Aurizon will invest or actually support their business. And maybe we go into a business partnership, you know, we hold a small partnership so that they can always come back to Aurizon. The whole Aurizon thing will support their business, right? So that's the gist of it. So Con is currently in the midst of going that. I'm helping him in everything. And to me, even though now the company is still paying him salary, but most of his time is used to set up his next business, I'm all for it. I'm fine with it. You know, I don't have qualms with it. So as long as it's set up nice, and in the future, if he makes money, it's all the best for me as well because I'm his shareholder, right? I have a stake in him, and I will do every means I can to support his business to grow him up. So yeah, that's Team Aurizon. And when the senior people gets to go out there under an umbrella that becomes a safety net, right? It makes them easier to go out there and pursue business and all that. And the team will support. And what that is good also for my company is that the senior people move into ownership stake position and the junior ones have an opening role for them to move up. It's a natural progression. And I love youngsters, I love fresh grads because to me, right, yes, fresh grads, they don't know anything and all that, but they bring with them new technology, the knowledge of new technology where older people just wouldn't be able to catch up. So I'll give you an example, like HP, you know, or Rachel, all this, right? When they joined us, they brought so much of their knowledge that me and Con would have never been able to learn. We will never be able to learn all these things, and they learn fast. They learn faster than us. So, and the youngsters are so innovative, you know, they're energetic, they're innovative. So the youngsters can come in, and then we nurture them, we grow them, right? And then later on, they take over the positions of the more senior staffs, and then the senior staffs go out and venture into business. Isn't that better for everybody? Right? That is Aurizon. That is how I structured my company. And we have an arm that I collaborate with Jess, right? Aurizon Talents Acquisition. So any of my clients, any people who I know in the industry, or any people who drop their resumes to us, they actually will help them find jobs. Or when we heard there's an opening on the right side and on the left side, someone asked me if there is any opening, we can hook them up. So that's Aurizon Talents as well. So these are all the things that we're doing, that every day I keep sitting down and think, you know, how can a small size company like mine, you know, grow in this organic manner? Because to be honest, there are people who say that, Bobby, you should go and look for all those venture funds and all that. I mean, I've been through Carlist, and I can say that companies that take a VC venture, you know, like the first round, A, and then B and whatnot, right? A lot of times, a lot of things that those company does, right, is to either create PR news pieces, you know. Basically, there's a lot of things that we have to sacrifice. The way to run those companies are very, very different, you know. And that to me may not be something I'm up for at this juncture, you know. Maybe I'm not there yet to understand all this, but I just felt that we are able to run our business with a lot of passion. There must be a structure that is suitable for me to sustain the passion and not turn the passion into just mere, you know, bywords. So that's the gist of it, I guess, right? Yeah. Sorry, not this junction. It's the next junction. All right, I'll continue the video later when I see Con, my good brother. Know him for so many years and see him progress, you know, into parenthood and all that. I mean, both of us do. He see how I progress. I see how he progress, and yeah, happy for him. And he can't wait. I can't wait. Excited. I see Con's car there. Yo!
Bro,
What a coincidence!
I want to go. I thought we were going for a test drive or something. That's why you came all here.
No problem!
I take a photo.
Liz Bentley still stuck here. where should I park?
How's that?
Where should I stop for now? Like my car, where can I stop? Like temporarily?
Yeah, they need you to scan in first, bro.
Oh,
You go and make one round. You
Yep.
drive straight. You make one round, then you come back in the front there. You have to scan in the security guard first.
I cannot park and go and scan.
You could also, bro.
Can, right?
You can. You
I simply park here first.
Can.
Okay, cool. Very safe. This is very good. They have this place to sanitize everybody, make sure everybody is healthy. And berapa lama kat sini, bang? Sedap oh sini? Boleh lama sikit lah saya?
Boleh.
Balik tak payah mandi nanti. Okay, thank you. Interesting. Very good. Oh, thank you. See, proper companies like this, right, where they take their SOPs seriously, I think that should reflect in their products, right? So I'm here at DK Leather. I think earlier on some of you have seen videos of Autobus, and that's Pharma Niaga. I have no idea why the police are there. That's Con's blue E39. Hello, brother Con.
Hello, bro.
So you all have started the discussion already.
This is the start of this car's restoration project.
Oh, yo, exciting journey.
Very man. This car is mechanically sound. Now it's to get it cosmetically up to spec.
He gave up an M5 for this.
That was not very smart of you.
No,
That's not an M5 that he...
Which M5 was it?
That's a story worth telling,
Yeah.
right?
But cannot. It's just
The pain
it's just
also.
time consuming. One by one, right?
So what have you decided to do?
I'm going to do the headlights.
Oh yeah, of course, the headlights, the paint
Repaint
for
the
this
car.
car, right? But what about, since we're now at DK Leather?
The Sifu just examined the seats,
Yep,
and then he's gonna. Then later they come and tell me
Yeah.
what I can and cannot do.
yep.
The plan is I want to give the interior an Alpina look.
Huyo! Huyo!
He wants to check the...
Oh, sorry. Oh, unlock, Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, are we doing both assessments today?
Yeah, just do one shot lah. Since
One
you
shot
came
ah?
here already.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can this be put on camera?
Can.
Can, no problem. This is Ritesh. If you guys remember my S4 Bull Bar, that's his brother.
Yeah. Small world, huh?
Yeah, man. Wait, I forgot your brother's name.
Vishan.
Vishan, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vishan. I forgot it now only. Usually I don't forget.
If Anna still kept his A6, right? Then if they want to send it here to RS6, the interior. Right?
Can.
I wanted
Actually,
to visit Vishan next time
Oh, for your...
for my Fiat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
you going to do with the Fiat?
I want to just cut up the car. I want to remain the shell.
Uh-huh.
I want a new body frame, a new subframe and all that to put a
Wow.
Busso engine.
Can now.
I mean, now got no time and money lah, but next time lah.
No,
next time
the money is the least of the problem.
Money is a big problem for that.
But funny that you said that, because we had one owner, A6, who wanted the RS looking seats.
Okay.
So he actually did like with the logo and
Yep.
everything, you know,
Yep.
the finishing.
Yep,
Pretty cool.
I see. So, okay.
Hey, my baby seat.
Yeah lah, it's from my previous Volvo ma. So I move it here. Because my daughter now older already, right? She don't need the full-fledged baby seat. These are just like bolster kind.
I see.
Yeah, just sit higher. Yep.
But
So-
actually, the seats do seem a bit worn out lah.
A little bit lah,
A little bit,
right? Because the previous owner is a Malay celebrity lady. Yeah,
So they,
I mean her kids and whatnot lah.
so it was used as like a family car.
Yeah, it was
Actual
used as a
family
family car.
car.
Yes, it was used as a family car. In fact, right, the first day I collected the car, damn funny, you know. My wife was with me,
Okay.
and we found a hairband, a lady's hairband under the seat. You know, I'm like, wow, lucky way, my wife with me now. Imagine if she found it later. Wow, fuck me. I'm dead way.
I mean, this is kind of a chick magnet, so no one will be surprised.
No, it's like, you know, your only standard answer is, I don't know. and that's the answer for deep shit, you know.
And imagine if it's like a little girl's one. Oh my god, what are you?
Yeah.
But the boot, can you open the boot as well? Whether
Can.
it will fit or not?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah. Is there anything that we should do here? Or we can do
I
here?
was thinking maybe if let's say this area here as well,
Yeah.
we see if we have we can change. If let's say you're changing the color theme
What?
inside.
Alcantara.
Alcantara, yeah. We have Alcantara. But if let's say you're changing the color theme inside, right,
Yeah.
it only makes sense if you try to match it to this as well, the boot, right?
Yeah.
So
To turn it to what?
that's the thing.
Leather.
I mean leather, right? Because remember we mentioned this, right? Previously that if let's say now
Yeah.
this material is of course not as thick as leather.
Yep.
So if we put leather on it, there is a chance that the fit won't be as nice as how
Okay.
it is
But
now.
Alcantara is better.
Alcantara will be better, but we need to do some scaving now.
Can.
So the scaving is like you make the material thinner a bit, so that the fit and finish is better.
Nice.
Yeah,
And
so
the headliner also Alcantara.
Headliner also, yeah, we can do Alcantara. for
Yeah.
sure.
I want the seats in white.
White as in what kind of material?
White leather. White Napa.
White Napa, yeah, we have white Napa.
Yeah.
But aren't you worried it get dirty or something?
I don't bother. I don't care.
don't
White
care.
is striking.
Yes.
And
Normally all the owners are like quite skeptical to use white.
no, my home sofa,
Uh-huh.
my big Roselle sofa,
Okay.
I also buy white. The guy is like, you really want white? You know, this sofa is 30,000, blah 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 blah. Then
But that's
I was like, I want white. I don't care.
I
Yeah.
mean, let's say you're getting attention already. People are looking.
So this part also, right?
Yeah.
Because it's leather, this is leather. And your stitching you can follow back, right?
Yeah, we can.
I
If you
see.
want, if let's say you want to change the stitching color, also we can.
The hexagon pattern.
Then we got more than hexagon. We got over 200 patterns if you want.
If I want to follow it to look like that, and then
Exactly, can.
the RS6 logo and all that.
Okay, that is not really a personalization lah, because then it's just as what it is lah, which is not.
I can put my Evo Club logo.
Not an issue. Bro.
Oh.
You give us the logo in a PNG file.
But I want to maintain the RS6.
Can. You want to put the logo here, right?
Either way lah. Yeah.
All this is not an issue for us. Even this shape, okay, this hexagon shape,
Yep.
we can even change how wide or how narrow you want it to be. So even to that level of customization, like
Yep.
even your steering wheel, you want to change it to Alcantara?
I don't like Alcantara steering.
Is it?
Okay, the thing is this: if you have sweaty
Sweaty
palms,
palms.
then Alcantara is fantastic.
Yeah.
But if you do not have sweaty palms, like me, I do not have sweaty palms.
Then
Alcantara is very slippery. Yeah.
But your gear knob as well, you might change the material on it, right?
The cover of the gear knob, the gear
The
lever.
material.
Oh, the cover lah. The
The cover.
also in white ah.
It's up to you. If you want to match it all white or you want to do some contrast.
So epic ah. So you were saying steering, this thing also can change ah.
Can?
This one,
Yeah.
change to what color?
Yeah. You can. Napa.
White.
You want Napa? Because Alcantara.
Will it be perforated if it's Napa?
Yeah, it will.
Nice.
Even like
Yes.
if you see the seats inside, right?
Yep.
The one that we show some samples, right? The perforation itself, the holes itself, we can make it bigger or smaller up to you.
So yeah, I am exploring. Con is confirmed. He's gonna do up his car, and it's interesting the stuff that they can do. And I have no worries with their. Wait, are you guys still the supplier for?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cannot mention. Cannot mention. Okay, don't mention. Okay, I didn't mention that. Okay. Bobby, if you're editing the video, remember to cut this part out.
Yeah. But we can say like OEM, PDI, and REM manufacturing.
Alright. Yeah. Basically, they deal with a lot of export markets and a lot of premium high-end cars. leather seats were made by them. So now they have a division that can do individual owners, and I can't wait to experience it together with yeah man, DK Schweizer. Yeah. Alright, so this is DK Schweizer, and I'll continue my video when I have any new things to update later on. But okay, if you ask me, of course my heart will feel like, oh, my heart will sink a bit, right? Because these are stock. But the difference is that German cars or premium cars, Porsche, BMW, Audi, whatnot, right? They also look for suppliers like this. They don't do the leather in-house, you know, all those videos where they sit there, stitch, and all that. Those are only brands like Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Aston Martin, all this, right? They have an in-house division that does that. But these German cars, no. They're all by third-party suppliers. Yeah, so I'm okay to cut this up. You can actually come here to get it reupholstered. They have the proper template and they have the proper machines to do all that. Alright, I'll continue my video later.
When I switched to Pro Mileage, in my case, I got 46-47% of savings for that car.
Pro Mileage was the only one that gave me 5,000 extra value to cover, yet still cheaper, a lot less. A lot less.
I'm inside the factory, proper clean factory, the latest technology. So what this machine does is that, as you can see, that's the cow hide, right? That's the entire hide. And when the stocks come in, let me tell you this. So all this hide that they get, cow leather, right? Hide, right? When they get, right? They will put it under there, and then by visually with a chalk, they will mark imperfections. So after they mark all the imperfections, they will lay this thing over here. The laser scanner will scan the entire hide and then decide how to cut the leather to minimize wastage. There's nothing moving here, right? It's safe, right? So you see the screen is where the computer scans this and look at what all they have marked down and then avoid those spaces to cut out the leather pieces that are needed while minimizing wastage. That is technology here, right? So these two machines are here and the machine will cut on, look at that, it will automatically cut based on the marking. They avoid the imperfections and then they cut the pieces. So every single cow hide, even though it's produced for the same cars, may be cut differently. See? Right? They scan it and then they mark out the cutting area to avoid the imperfections and then all the pieces. So the outcome of the pieces will look the same, but the process is very different because of technology like this. Malaysia's economy rely on factories like these, people like this that actually, you know, pull up the country's economy, provide job opportunities for people, train them, you know, well trained so that other companies can come here, they can invest and all that. So here's what they call a digital punching. As you can see, these patterns that we usually see in like ultra luxury cars all are done like these. Alright? And these are the patterns. Look at that, the perforations. Alright? All these can be done . hardly get the chance to be on the first car on the traffic light with a blank road ahead, and then the two motorcyclists just. If they want to go to the left side, they could have just go to my left side, right? They don't have to come to my right side and then slowly throttle in front of me to the left side. Why don't you just go to where you want to be instead of not be where you want to be in order to be where you want to be? Ah!
Thank God that the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house.